Hello, everyone, and good afternoon, good evening, good day, good morning, whenever it is you are watching this. I've got a wine review for us. It's a Portuguese wine. I am totally going to kill the name of the wine and of the grapes that are in here, but I believe, at least from my Vinho app, it's spelled differently. On here, it's spelled Barrancoa, but there's like some Portuguese accent. But I believe the pronunciation of this is the way I spelled it: Barrancos, Vinho Regional Alentejano. Like I said, it's Portuguese. I'm really not sure. This is what the bottle looks like. A big white bee on it. This is a 2013. My Vivino app is saying it's an average of $40. I don't think so. Maybe depending on where you find it from, it might be. I think I paid with at least what we sell for is maybe like $18. So who knows? Maybe in certain places it is $40. I don't know, but up close, this is what it looks like. It says intense glamour at the bottom, whatever that means. So the three grapes that make this up are Aragonés at 40%, Trincaderia at 40%, and Alicante Bouchet at 20%. Part aged in French oak barrels create a typical Alentejano wine with unique bouquet and taste. Its toasty nose of ripe berries and spices heralds the wine's fresh elegance with a long finish. A superb food wine for meat stews and meat-based soups, traditional dishes of lamb and pork, perfect for game birds. 14% alcohol, imported by Dionysos Imports. Dionysos. I've never heard of them, but whatever. I'm always in the mood to try new things. It is a product of Portugal. So, here is the wine in the glass from Petite Cellars, the liquor store I work at, and my throat's sorry everybody, my throat's really dry today, so I just kind of can't catch my words sometimes because I have to, excuse me, I will have to periodically be drinking water. It's hot outside, I went for a walk, and just a little, feeling a little dehydrated right now, so please forgive me. The wine, as a color standpoint, I mean, I can see through it. I can see my hand. I just barely, so it definitely does have a darker structure to it, a darker color. Really ruby on the edges, getting really nice purple, deep purple red in the middle. Like I said, it's not totally opaque, but I can barely make it in my hand, but I can see through it. So it's not as light as some Pinot Noirs or even some Italians. I mean, there definitely is a dark structure to it, but it's not completely like ink color. It's just a nice red, dark red, purple color to it. On the nose, whew, definitely spicy smelling. And a little bit of toasty oak as well, as it mentions. I get like a little bit of almond. Wow, that spice, like black pepper, that like spicy, maybe a little bit of herbaceous spice going on. Vanilla, a little bit of chocolate. Berries like dark cherry. Plum. A little bit of blueberry. I definitely get like green pepper on the nose as well in this. Like one of those chocolates that has a spicy tone to it, like that has spices in it. It's kind of just giving off the smell of. Definitely dark cherry comes through. A little bit of cranberry, blackberry. So just a really big blend of dark and red fruits. Some coming through more than others. Really, a very robust smelling taste. There's like definitely some smokiness going on, like some tobacco as well. I mean, this is like a really upfront. Like you can smell. Like this is. It's not burning my nose, but it's almost on the verge of it. Like I can just imagine, like when you were a kid growing up and your parents were cooking your favorite meal, and maybe you were upstairs doing homework or upstairs playing video games if it was on a weekend, and you could just smell whatever it is that they were cooking. It's just like rising up the stairs, and it's just like it's already making your mouth water. That's kind of how this is. The smell, it just kind of reminds you of like a nice spicy or flavorful meal that's just being cooked on the oven or maybe being put in the stove, and you're just kind of like smelling it, just like salivating, like just being like ready, like, oh my gosh, can't you just be done already? I want to eat this delicious meal. Mm. And I'm not really familiar with these three grapes that are in here. And like I said, I know I butchered them. But it is a Portuguese wine. I believe it is my first Portuguese wine that I have reviewed. I may have done one earlier, but I mean, I've been doing this for almost a year now, so I really do not know. I've done like over 150 reviews on my YouTube channel, so I do not remember. I don't think I have actually done a Portuguese review, so if I enjoy this, I'll try to look for another one. But so here we go. Let's try it. Just so you know, I think somebody might come through the garage door. I think I heard it open, so somebody says hello or whatnot. Don't worry about it. Wow. It's very, 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 very dry on the tongue. It really sticks up to the back. Really strong fruit characteristics playing through. There's a dark cherry. There's like a nice juicy, like a little bit of cranberry tang in there. Really, there's blackberry. There's plum. There's I want to say there's probably even some pomegranate taste in here as well. A little bit of pomegranate. Really nice oak structure. A little bit of that vanilla chocolate going on, kind of like that combination, but really still spicy flavors as well. But really, you do get that just strong, dry flavor. Like, I mean, it really is a very dry finished wine. I mean, you just can tell. It's like kind of like sandpaper in the mouth almost. That's how dry it is. Really does make you want to drink water. Definitely a wine that needs to be paired with food, and definitely a wine that needs to open up. I open this now at around 2:30. Probably gonna have steaks later tonight, so I kind of want this to sort of open up a little bit. I think this definitely needs to open up. It's just the structure right now is just so so harsh in the mouth. Like the tannins in here. I mean, this definitely needs to open up. Maybe even decant it if you have a decanter. But definitely just like let it open up, let it air out, let it breathe. If you want to, if you want to drink it now, what to rate it? I mean, I've never had anything like this before, so I can't really compare it to other wines that I've had that are from Portugal. I think I've only had one other Portuguese blend, and that was the Lab, which has a little dog on it, and that's like an everyday wine. This really does have a decent finish. It has spiciness, it has fruitiness, it has those berries, it has a little bit of oakness. It is very, very dry, and some people who are starting off, I think that it's very, very harsh. But, you know, if you're used to really harsh wines, if you like the burn, if you like the feel, 14% alcohol, you would love that. I think you would really love this wine. And man, I mean, just like right away, you can just tell right off the nose, the spices, the alcohol. Then come the berries, then come the toastiness of the oak, then comes like the actual oakness characteristics coming out. And then on the tongue, it's just a nice long finish. Everything just really marries well together. I think the only thing is, it is very, very dry. It really does have, it almost, as soon as it hits the tip of your tongue, it almost like just dries out right away. So it seems to really dry out fast. And just see it kind of leaves you, like I said, with this sandpaper sort of, I don't really want to say it tastes like sandpaper, but it kind of feels like a sandpaper sort of structure on your tongue. Very, very dry, just very, and then you got all those spices. So I would say that gets a little bit of a deduction, but overall, I mean, definitely pair this with like nice red meat or lamb or a nice hearty stewy dish, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine with this wine if you pair it with something. So I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. And hopefully I can find some more Portuguese wines and really compare them. But really just based off of wines in general that I have had, I like the way this is going. I like the length. I like the nose. I like the taste. The palate, the structure, as I said, can be a little bit harsh, so that does get a slight deduction. But overall, I don't see really anything wrong with this wine. At least I don't really know much about this. From my standpoint, I mean, it's good. It's delicious. It has, fans of Zinfandel or like big red blends that have like the Zin and Syrah in them. I think you would like this. Like I said, you got the like nice spice and dryness going for you, and nice alcohol content, 14%. So this is Barrancos Vinho Regional Alentejano. I know I probably said that 5 different ways already, but this is the bottle one more time. This is the 2013 vintage. There probably might be other vintages out there. And, price point, like I said, my app says it's 40. I mean, I think it's only like 18, but who knows? Seems like a lot of people who have written on the app are from out of country, so maybe it's a little bit more expensive in other places of the world. But at least here in Maryland, where we sell it, we sell it for under 20. So be on the lookout for it. And if you're ever in the area, come to Petite Cellars and either look for me or one of our wine specialist there, and we'll be more than happy to help you pick out wine. Although, yes, we do sell beer and other liqueurs. So, but as you all know, I'm big on wine. Well, I am Ryan, the wine guy. It's been a pleasure. It's been a long video, actually. I haven't done a long video in a while, but really, I don't know, just wine, really actually great. Hopefully I can find some more Portuguese wines, because I don't do port. I don't know, that's just too fortified, just too high in alcohol for me. But if I can find another Portuguese blend table wine, I will be sure to do that for you. It might not be until maybe end of next month, or maybe even early November, because I've got so many different wines that I want to get out there, that I want to try. But you know, we'll get there. We'll get there, and I will do something for you all in the future. So until next time, everyone. Cheers.